So we're back in the kitchen today, this Sunday afternoon. We're doing boiled chicken breast, fried. Um, I'm going to show you how we do this here because chicken breasts. This was two chicken breasts, and I cut them up, and I got one, two, three, four, five, six, 7 pieces out of them. Two big chicken breasts. Cut them down, cut them in pieces. Parboil them because they're so thick. So when you parboil it, you parboil it till it gets about right here. It gets to about like this. That's good for the parboil. Put that over to the side. Then we're gonna flour. We're gonna batter them up and flour them up in here. So we got our seasoning inside of this water. Let me tell you what I got in here. I got salt. I got tomato sauce. I got in regular season salt, any kind of season salt that you prefer. Today we're using Lowry's for whatever reason. So we got Lowry seasoning salt, a little extra salt, and some tomato sauce, and we parboiled two big chicken breasts inside of there. Oh, we got baking powder is in there too, and a little bit of baking powder, um, and a little bit of cinnamon. We got that in there. Tomato sauce, a little cinnamon, a little salt, a little Lawry's seasoning salt, baking powder, and a little cinnamon. We got all of that in there. Parboiled two chicken breasts, cut them into 7 pieces, pretty big pieces. Then we're frying them up. So this part here hasn't been battered yet. It's just been sitting here parboiling in this tomato sauce mixture. So we're going to go ahead and add some flour to this. Now, most people at this point will go ahead and add the garlic powder, the ginger powder, or whatever, the garlic or ginger, or whatever, whichever one you prefer, or both. But in this case, we're not going to use either or. So this chicken would not have any garlic in it or any ginger in it. It's just going to have the Lawry seasoning salt, the tomato sauce, the cinnamon, and pretty much that's it on the seasoning, and a little bit of extra salt. And that's it. No extras on here, but most people add garlic and ginger. What I would do with this recipe is I'll tell you what I would do with this recipe. I would take this recipe, the same recipe that I got, I would fry them up, and on the side, I would make a ginger sauce or a garlic sauce and pour it on top of it. But I'm not doing that today because it's just me, and you know, it is what it is. So we got this going, got this cooking in here, and it's looking pretty good. The reason why I'm doing this is because chicken breast takes a long time to cook them big thick pieces, and some people love chicken breast like I do. I like chicken breast, but I don't like them big thick pieces to where you gotta sit here and slave over the stove for 20, 30 minutes for two big pieces to get done or whatever. So in this case, my chicken breast should be done within 15 minutes. These pieces right here should be done within 15 minutes, like 7.5 minutes on each side, and take them out. You can put them in the oven if you want to. Stick a thermometer in them, and get the temperature as most people do. Stick the thermometer in. Make sure it reads about. Uh, for me, I ain't gonna lie. If it is 180 for me, most people say 165, 170, 175. I'm not the person into chicken being undercooked, overcooked. As long as it's not going to be dry the way that I did it, it's not going to be dry, even if it's cooked to 180 degrees. So therefore, I'm not going to be worried about that. And I want to ensure that my chicken, that all of my meat that I cook pretty much is pretty much well done. I'm not in the habit of undercooking stuff, or you know, I believe that if you cook your meat well done and you make a sauce to go on top of it to go with it, you shouldn't have to worry about anything being dry or anything else. And actually, the sauce will add much more flavor to it than just the regular it just being juicy by itself. So anyway, that's just my perspective on the situation. So that's what I do. So therefore, we got these in here, and of course, I got this little small piece in here for the taste test. Um, but that's the way it goes, and I can go ahead and start turning these over. Um, the thing about it is, of course, I use the tomato sauce, so therefore, I'm not going for a beautiful, beautiful golden brown color. I'm not going for that. I'm going for just good fried chicken is what I'm going for. Just good old fried chicken breast like that. Now, as you can see, this chicken breast here, the way that I'm cooking it, would love to have that sauce on top of it, the garlic sauce or the ginger sauce or whatever kind of sauce that you're going to make. So we're going to go ahead and continue to let this cook here for another 7 or so minutes. But I'm not going to, just be sitting here with you guys cooking this chicken. I'm going to take you outside for a minute. We're going to go and see what's outside in the garden, whatever today. And that's pretty much it. And I'll probably give you a rundown on my refrigerator to see what's in here. I'm going to do a little refrigerator rundown, which I don't have much in here. So I got the avocado, some bread, some green beans, some asparagus, um, kiwis, cheese, pear, um, bok choy, orange bell pepper, a lemon, some apples, a bell pepper, celery, cabbage, tomatoes. Looks all pretty good. Down here, tomatoes, onions, ice cream bean, um, grape juice, apple, bone broth. Right here, we got some rice, some old rice. Right here, we got the collard greens. I mean the greens. Yeah, the collards, the kale, the spinach, mixed with cooked with apricots, dates, uh, red pepper, bell pepper, tomato, seasoned salt. Really good. So these are the greens. These are the apricot greens with dates and red bell pepper. I mean cayenne pepper, bell pepper, and tomato. Really good. Really, 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 really good. Got some pig feet in here. I got to do something with this pig feet. Got some Brussels sprouts that I had yesterday, which are really, really good. These Brussels sprouts are really, really, really good. But overall, there's pretty much nothing in here. There's some peanut butter, some cake, some peanut butter, some cake, some milk, some beer. Nothing much over here. Some mayonnaise, some mustard, some ketchup, peanut butter, blue cheese, grape jelly. So refrigerator is pretty much empty. There's pretty much not nothing in there. Look in the freezer, see what we got in the freezer. Uh, we got some a nice rack of lamb for future shows, for future videos. We got some chicken wings. Got a nice package of chicken wings, some lamb, some good old turkey franks. We got some ocean perch. We got some rockfish. We have chicken tamales, some cut up chicken breast, some uh, I'm ain't gonna pull all that out, but some flat steak, two flat steaks back there, some ground beef, flat steak and ground beef. I got some ground lamb. You can see that ground lamb, mean ground lamb. What else is up in here? Some tilapia, some more chicken wings, cube steak, beef tamales, rainbow trout. Rainbow trout, some chicken livers, frozen vegetables. Most people's favorite out there. Shrimp. Got a little shrimp in here. Got a little salmon fillet. Shrimp, little salmon fillet. Some shrimp. And I got one turkey tail, smoked turkey tail. One smoked turkey tail. I'm glad I pulled that out. I can find something good with that. That one smoked turkey tail, which I could hook up today, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm not going to worry about it. So that's the freezer. Looking pretty good. Not much in there, as I say. Back over here to the chicken. Chicken is frying up nicely. That little piece right here should be ready in a minute for us to taste. And I'll tell you what the rest of it tastes like. Go ahead and do that. And see, these kind of chicken breasts here have like those 3 and 4 sides to them. We have to turn them like 3 and 4 different ways for them to cook. So, you got to turn them on each side and cook them. We're frying these in olive oil, so very little olive oil, very light, slow cook on that. Let's head outside for a minute, and we're going to see what's going on outside in the garden. We're just going to go see what's going on with that, and we'll be back to cooking in a minute. We're going to go see what's going on out here today. Came out here earlier, looked pretty good when I came out earlier. So we have the strawberry cauliflower here, which is actually, if you watch my videos, you will see from a couple of days ago, from when they was a little shorter than that. They're doing really good. They're growing. My cabbage here has sprung up out of nowhere. It still hasn't formed a ball yet, but I guess I don't know. With it being over here next to this date tree, I don't know if it ever will form a full true head or not. I don't know. And I truly believe that I need to trim these down here off. I don't know why I believe that, but I truly believe that these bottom leaves down here need to come off. And hopefully that will encourage it to form a head. I'm not sure. I can actually use these cabbage leaves on something. So we got some cabbage leaves. The cabbage is doing really well. The the jackfruit, white apple kush cannabis, kiwi cantaloupe, as you can see, are doing very, very, very well. They're growing nicely. Even though there's some yellow leaf, um, those leaves are kind of turning kind of yellow, but that's going to be fine. That cauliflower right here is going to be pretty good. The apple sage is growing. It's gotten a little bit bigger since I planted it. It's doing pretty well. The sage, of course, isn't. I kind of figured the sage would probably just die on out and not come back, but it's giving off a little offspring right there, so it's doing pretty well. So that's doing good. The cannabis cauliflower is growing pretty well, not too bad for the cannabis cauliflower, doing really well. My blueberry bush is doing great. There was two. I bought two, and of course, I had made a mistake on one, and one almost died. So I had to plant it like that. It was like it looked like this, but now it's looking like that now. But it's gonna come back. It's gonna be fine. This tamarind over here is doing pretty good. It's next to this tamarind, which is doing good. This is tamarind too. They're still small or whatever, but those leaves are still trying to come back. So the tamarind is doing pretty good. Everybody always sees, I always show the pomegranate tree, but the pomegranate tree is actually coming up really well now. You see, these leaves are just really filling all the way out on this one. It looks really good. So the pomegranate is doing well. The pumpkin here is doing great. And then my cauliflower and broccoli leaves are doing well as well. They're doing good, good, good. I'm only out here doing this today because I don't know if I need to water this apple tree today or not. The way that it's looking, I'm not really sure. So it's getting kind of warm out here and it's going to be kind of dry in a minute. I can see by this soil is dry. That soil over there is dry. But this apple tree is doing well. Had rained for about the last week or so, and it really watered it really, really well. But now I think I'm going into a little dry spell, dry season. I'm in a desert, so therefore temperatures can't get up into a 100, 110, 115. So I got to come out here and watch this to make sure that it has enough adequate water. Right now, the temperature is kind of low, but there's very low humidity, and it doesn't take much for the temperature to rise. So therefore, I gotta watch you, just make sure you get enough water, but you're looking good right now. Everything else is doing fine. The buds are all over the tangerine tree, which are doing great. This tangerine is really doing well, I must say. Just buds everywhere. I don't know how long this is going to take, but it's going to take a while. This cactus got this is from the rain that I told you that we had last before about the rain for about a good week. And so this is the water backup on it, but I have poured this out maybe 4 or 5 times already. So that's the water backup. I'm just gonna let it sit there and just let it do whatever it's gonna do on that cactus. I poured the water off of that cactus because it was really inundated with water. Um Now over here I tasted one of these little pods off the grapevine, and it tastes just like grapes. Now, here are these these leaves here more so resemble the grape leaves, even though this is in a very young stage. But as you can see, these closely resemble the grape leaves more so than any of these others. But they smell like and taste like grape with a slight hint of orange, with them being right here next to this flowering carrot. I don't know how well that's going to turn out, but I think it's going to turn out pretty, pretty, pretty well next to this flowering carrot. And we got the strawberry cauliflower going. They're coming out. Got a new little shoot of strawberry down there. A little critter came by and snatched up my strawberries. My strawberries. A little critter came by and got them. So that was okay. So these here are still doing well. As you can see, there's another one back there trying to come on up with the cauliflower. Both of those are all doing well. So those are doing great. This cauliflower here is doing well. It's like all by itself. But this is supposed to be like a blueberry cauliflower. But I'm not sure what it's going to turn out to be. This cauliflower, as you can see, is trying to come on up, get some more leaves on it. I know those are kind of close together on top of this leaf right here, but I kind of want that. I just want kind of want some leaves. I just want the leaves off this cauliflower. This time around, I want more so leaves than the actual cauliflower itself. But that's just for me. That's what I'm doing. Like I said, this flowering carrot is doing well. I'm gonna go ahead and walk around the back so I don't have to go in the kitchen right now and check on the chicken because I know I'm not the type of person that likes to stay in the kitchen 24/7 while my food is cooking. So I can get out and get out and get around. So you show some of these plants. These plants are doing great. You're like, that looks fake, but it's real. It's real. It looks fake, but it's real. Those are real. Real. That one needs water. We'll come on over here to the side because over here is where I had planted some stuff, but nothing actually has come up yet. But I got a mushroom over here that's coming up. That looks good. This was going to be my little my actual cauliflower bed. This was going to be the blueberry cauliflower bed, but actually none of them have come up yet. So I don't even know if they will. But this was the cauliflower, blueberry cauliflower bed, and all these other things are coming up. But that's fine, except for my blueberry cauliflower, which is supposed to be in this area here, but there's nothing there. Then I have this thing right here coming up, which I don't, which um, that's in question, whatever that is. But this is in question, kind of, sorta, because blueberry leaves, like I just showed you over there, mixed with cauliflower leaves, it kind of looks like that, but I'm not sure. So that's a question. We're gonna have to wait on that for a while. We're gonna go back here and look at the lemon tree, see what it's doing, and see all of this empty space right here. All of this empty space right here. All of this empty space. The roses are not doing pretty well, as you can see. The roses are not doing well at all. You know, they've had better days. They've had better days. Actually, a pink one is growing in there now. You can see it. I don't know if I can get a video of it, but that one's pink. That one's growing in pink. So I guess that's what's going on here. I guess it's trying to change colors or whatever. Here's one that's trying to come out, but that one in there is pink, and so this one has turned over into to pinkish color. But yeah, the rose bush is it's seen better days. It have seen better. This here just won't stand up. Tried it plenty of times. Will not stand up. Look, this just won't stand up. No matter what I do to it, it just will not stand up. It just wants to. One day, apparently, I believe it was because it sounded like it, but most people would be like, "That's impossible." But I believe a tornado had came through here and took this down. This was like last year sometime. It was very stormy, very windy. You know, them Santa Ana gusts out here in the desert can get up to like 50, 60 miles per hour. And but it wasn't the wind that was blowing from, from the side. It came straight down. And as you can see, when it came straight down, this plant kind of went with it, and it just didn't want to stand. And it from then on, after that, it didn't want to stand up. After it got hit by some good gust of wind, I say it was a tornado, but um, I don't know. But I can't get it to stand up. Now it's standing up now, but watch. After a while, it's not going to stand up anymore. We're going to go over here to the lemon tree, and most of y'all probably can't see this, but these lemons are coming in by the by the truckload now. They're coming in pretty good. All these little purple things here are little lemon buds. As you can see, they're getting much bigger down in here. All of those are little lemon buds, and all of those are all of them won't make it to the full lemon stage, but there's quite a bit in here. I don't know how many. I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. When I get past 20, 20 is too much for me to count over. So I know all 20 or 30 or 40 of these are not going to make it. But I would say out of because I've done this. I've been through this 3 or 4 times before. So I got about 40 of them on here now growing, and maybe within by June or whatever, maybe 10, maybe 10 to 20 may come out of it because they some of them fall off and some of them don't.
make it all the way. But I don't know. We'll see. But it's 40 plus little buds on there, and they're coming in more and more by the day. So eventually, it's going to be about 50 or 60 buds on here, little lemon buds. I don't know how many of those are going to make it, but we'll see. And these lemons here, they're not ready to fall off, and the soil is kind of dry, but they like dry soil. It's not too wet. Like I say, I might need to come water it, but I'm not sure. I told you it rained for about a week or so, but from this vantage point, it looks pretty good. So let's go back in. There's the barbecue grill. I'm gonna go back in and check on the chicken that's cooking and see all this empty space right here. A lot of empty space right here. A whole lot of empty space here. So that was supposed to be the cauliflower, blueberry cauliflower bed. I don't know what happened to it. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Now these flowers over here, they've never been this pretty. They have never been this pretty before. These are gorgeous. If you look at these, I don't even know the name of these, but these are beautiful. They've never been this color before, but they're doing great. They're doing really, really great. Over here, I'll just go ahead and talk about it. I tried it, but it didn't work for me. So I put a mango seed in this one, but nothing came out of here. Nothing came out. I planted a couple of mango seeds around here, and I guess that's just not going to work out for me. So mango seeds are not doing me any justice over here, none whatsoever. So I got the cauliflower over here too. So we're going to have a lot of cauliflower leaves over here on top of this beautiful plant. So there's going to be a lot of cauliflower leaves there with that. Some people don't believe that broccoli leaves and cauliflower leaves are edible, just like collard greens, turnip greens, and muscreens and kale, but they really are. So that's what I'm focusing on this time around. So I'm gonna just do me some good old greens, as they say, and leave it pretty much as that. Let's get in here and check on this chicken. I know it's not. Um, no, it ain't done yet, but they need to be turned on one of these sides because this is the four-sided chicken. Have to turn it over. This piece here is almost done, I can tell. And then here, turn that over, turn that over. That will be my little done piece that's in there. Like I say, I'll tell you again, this is why I'm doing it because some people, the reason why I'm doing it this way is because a lot of times, a lot of people get home and they fry chicken and it ends up looking like this anyway. It looks a little dark, sometimes burnt around the edges and stuff like that. Everybody, you know, isn't into that just beautiful, beautiful, as they say, looking chicken. Long as the chicken is well done, I'm good to go. So this chicken here is good. I just tasted the flour off of there. That was good. Let me go ahead and take this my piece out of here, like so. Of course it's hot. Of course it's hot. Of course it is hot. Let's go out to the back porch. Oh, you know what? Let me do this because it's hot. It's hot. So you can see what I'm talking about in this chicken. That's good. That sauce on here would be very good. Any kind of sauce on here would be good. Barbecue sauce, jerk chicken sauce.
especially jerk chicken sauce. Um, the garlic sauce, the ginger sauce would be very good. Woo. My food it was so hot, it fell out my hand. Look at that. Don't try this at home. Okay. Don't try it at home. You know, a lot of people be like, "Oh my God, y'all be cooking on them damn TV shows, and can't nobody wait till the food cool down. Everybody's rushing to go eat hot food and burn your goddamn hands, lip, mouth, throat, and every goddamn thing else." Excuse my language, you barely hear me curse, but it's that important that you must let your food cool down before you start to eat it. So therefore, as you see, that piece just fell right out of my hand. It was too hot for me to eat, and so but it was good. The little taste tester piece that I had was pretty good. So and that tells me that those there need about 2 or 3 more minutes to cook, and they'll be done. That's what that is. Let me see something over here real quick. Something I don't do much, something that I rarely do, which is to turn this on, to watch me from here, to watch YouTube from here. If I can get it on, it went off again. The television was on. I saw the little light, and now it don't want to come on. Okay, let's try this. Maybe the plug came out. Yeah, I guess apparently the plug came out. A lot of people like little statuettes. You see that? A lot of people like statuettes. You see the little statues up there. All the little figurine statuettes that people like. There's my homeboy, Homestead Gardener. I guess that's his wife or daughter, or one of them. I guess one of those is his wife or his daughter or whatever. That's my homeboy, Homestead Gardener. There he is. I don't have lead. I got Homestead instead. They had lead, but I didn't. I didn't get lead. I got Homestead instead. And there's the rest of them. Probably shocked, but they do have Lead Farmer 74. But here's Homestead. I got Homestead instead. I guess that's his wife, which I've never seen. I guess that may be his daughter, his family, or whatever. But there they go. All the little angels. Okay, while I'm trying to get this YouTube together, my chicken is calling me, telling me to take it out the pan and put the rest of them in. I can hear it calling me, saying, "Come get me, come get me, come get me." To me, good cooks